Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to go for a big one. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. To throw, it's Orji. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, 1st drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Fires left. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Blue. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
And the Longhorns will go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Longhorns looking to convert on 4th down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And You don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Dances away. The throw. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too, but...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Turns it loose. And that pass is intercepted.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is going to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Getting some heat. Looking down the left side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. On the move is the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pick.
He lost one down the sideline. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a two-point return. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kick. He'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. He'll try to do it himself. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 40, there he goes. Afterburners coming. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Dances away from the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Black 29 Bongo. Black 20, Black 18.
The give to the back. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Keeps looking downfield. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw, it's Orji. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they did tack on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
On 4th down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
They go to the ground. Just ran over it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Dropping back, it's Orji. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wolverines. They take the lead with the 6. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Gonna run it. It's Blue. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 16, Texas 13.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Blue. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll throw it on 1st down. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
That makes the score Texas 20, Michigan 16.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Throwing right. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Down 4 late. They have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. Quarterback checking the play. Gotta have it here on 4th down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. I love the bootleg call on 4th down because even if you know it might be coming, you have to respect the fake.
Yeah, and you don't know where the launch point's going to be. So you're going to blitz, but then now they move the pocket, and it becomes hard because you got to get a moving target. Nice job by the offense, understanding the situation, using the quarterback's athletic ability to get the first down.
Well, The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Oh, he got loose. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's going to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Slings it downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Orji. Complete in the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10.
Slippery road, 45. Tiffin University, 35.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quarterback now breaking the field. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go. Ready? Head.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Michigan! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team, you want to build on that? You beat good teams, that's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.